Hey, Year 12s. Just going to do a quick video just to explain this question in particular, so question 7. Just had a few questions about it in the last couple of days, so hopefully by this point you've done your break even, you've done all of question 6, you've considered all of that sort of stuff. Question 7's a bit different. It's worded a little bit confusingly, I guess, which is probably why I've had most of the some of the questions about it. What they want you to do first is actually just make a guess, hence why it's sort of in bold there, about how many of your product you would need to sell to make a profit in each of the following categories. So have a guess about how many you'd need to sell to make a profit between 100 and 500, and then have another guess about if you were going to make a profit between 1,000 and 5,000, and then a third guess for over 10,000. Okay. All right. And then what it wants you to do is actually specify, actually calculate the profit that you would make. All right. And how many you would think you would need to sell to make that profit. What it's asking you to do there is actually just sort of decide, why you've made that prediction, what sort of thinking did you do. It's not asking you to do any calculations. It's literally just asking for a guess at this stage and no calculations. Okay. So number 8 then is where you actually need to do your calculations for this. And this is, I think, some people are trying to do question 8 in question 7, which is okay, but it's just we want to make sure we're making the predictions first, because predictions is quite a big part of your assessment criteria for this assignment. All right, but I'm just going to go through now how to actually make those calculations. So we're just going to have to do a bit of sort of imagination, I guess, here. I'm going to show you what's called the marginal income method, because I think that's the easiest way to actually calculate how much you're going to make. All right, so let's say I'm going to assume my break-even point is let's say it's 25. Okay, it doesn't really matter what I'm selling at this point. Let's just say I need to make 25 of them to break even. My selling price, SP, is going to be $4. My cost price is going to be $1. All right. Now, marginal income is the difference between selling price and cost price. So if I just do that here, so marginal income equals my selling price take cost price, which is 4 take 1 equals $3. Now this is important because, and this is another way of actually carrying out your break even, is if we had, let's say for my example here, I had fixed cost of $400. All right. To actually figure out my break even, I can do 400 divided by my marginal income, which is 3, and that would be my break even point. All right. That's just another way to do it, but the way I calculate is much easier. All right. And it's sort of you get a better idea because it's more sort of you can see where the lines cross over, I guess. So we'll get rid of that, and I'm going to show you how to actually figure out the profit. So let's say that my marginal income is $3, my break-even point is 25. For the first one, let's say I guess, so this is the one here between $100 and $500. All right, that one there. Okay, so we're making that guess. I'm going to assume that let's say my fixed cost are, we'll use the $400 figure again. So fixed cost of $400. My marginal income is $3. I'm going to say to make between $100 and $500, I'm going to say I need to sell at least let's say 150. All right, now to test this, we do our prediction. Okay, so 150, we're going to figure out how much profit we make if we actually sell 150. We take away our break even because we need to sell 25 to break even. Anything after 25, we are making some profit, but we need to take away that 25 from 150. So 150 take 25 is going to give us 125. And then to figure out the amount of profit we would actually make, a few of you have probably seen that we're going to make over $100, which is fine. It needs to be between 100 and 500, but we're actually just making a prediction, so it doesn't matter how sort of far you're out. So if we do 125 times by our marginal income, which is 3, so 125 times by 3, we get $375 of profit. All right, so we sell 125 more than our break-even point, all right, which was 25, and each one we sell over that break-even point, we make $3. All right, so to figure out how much profit we make, we do our the amount we sell over our break-even multiplied by our marginal income, and that will give us this figure here, which is our profit. Okay, so that's what, the first part of that is what question 7 is wanting you to do. So my prediction was 150. And then when you actually get down to question 8, that's when you actually do that calculation that I showed you. So parts A, B, and C, we just want a prediction. For part 8, we actually want you to do that calculation that I showed you how to do then, and then also comment on how close your predictions were and maybe why they were far apart or close together. All right, so that's that. Any questions, please let me know. But yeah, best of luck.